Welcome to Vintage Sign Rescue. My name is Rod, and today we are going to fix this. We're actually going to get the template made for the artwork. So join us and see how this comes out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start to tape up this anchor. Just get the outline in. The tape wasn't sticking because it's a little cold in the shop, so I kind of heated it up. And so I believe I should be able to get the tape to stick now. We'll see, because well, the surface, I've already cleaned it. Doesn't mean it's good enough or the tape's going to adhere to this. I don't know what kind of paint they used, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to get this taped up, and that's where I'm at. So once I get this first few lines of tape on, then I'm just going to go to time lapse, because it's going to be quite a project to get this all taped up. There's quite a bit here. Okay, let's see if I can not be in the way of what I'm doing here so you can see what's going on. But let's see. Using my best judgment, I'm going to go ahead and get this outlined. Heated the metal up, which I already said. And it's kind of neat to see how other artists do things. And mind you, this is going on 70 years old, 65 years old, or something like that. And got that there. I'm going to break this off. I got to come back and cut it with the razor, which I'm ill prepared as always, and I don't have one in hand. But we'll get that all sorted out. I'm going to go a little excess there because I got to round the corner. And fortunately, whatever paint they used on here left an imprint. So that's what I'm using as my guide. And there's that right here. Now I'll clean that up, because we want it to look good, because I want to just leave this tape on even after I got the template until I go to do the metal work, and then it's going to have to come off. All this paint's going to get stripped off down to bare metal, and then I'll rebuild the artwork. I'll have the template sewn off the screws and off the seams. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get a razor blade and then set this into time lapse. Now here we have it. We got the anchor taped out, and we'll just kind of look at that for a moment. We got the spades that went all the way out here to the addition and right here. Now this section right here, going back, this whole door was missing. I don't even have it. So I got to make one and then bring the anchor portion farther out and close it off. But anyways, there's a lot of questions on the artwork. I don't know if this rope was behind or above the anchor, and if the anchor's in front of or behind the ship steering wheel there. So anyways, and then there's some more stuff up here. There's faint markings right here. I don't know if that's a ring in there, but I do see the rope going up in that direction. And I don't know how distinguishable it is with this camera here, but there it is right here, and there's these lines right there, and then right here and here. So anyways, I'm going to get the rope taped up next, and I'm really just kind of at this point putting the anchor in front of everything, which it may be 100% backwards, because I don't see anything that says otherwise at this point. But I'm hoping somebody will come up with a picture. if you do have a picture of this from back in the day or know where there is one that you can steer me towards, it would be highly appreciated. All right, there we go. There's some rope going up. It goes over top of the anchor. I figured that out. After you get into taping it up, you start seeing things. And then this goes behind. Still got to do up here. And there's very faint, I don't know if it's coming in on the camera, stuff there. And now I can see the ring. I'm like, I actually can see it. And then there's a piece there, it goes down right here. There's the line, and there's the line. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all taped up, and then the anchor and the rope will be done. The big project's going to be doing the steering wheel, the ship steering wheel here. And that's going to be, that's actually in behind it. Now, you know, as I'm taping it up, I'm starting to see where everything's placed. So figured it out. I'm good with that. And you can kind of see right here, the steering wheel goes right up here. And then you don't see it anywhere in here. Whoops, I gotta get the camera over there. You do not see any steering wheel in there, but you do see it come up, but there's nothing there. So the anchor is actually, the anchor and the rope are the very top portion. And it's starting to look really cool actually, now that I'm getting it all taped up. So it'd still be nice to make sure for accuracy and making sure it's correct to have some photos. So hopefully something pops up, but there it is. Even if it's for the colors, I don't even know what colors these are supposed to be. Can't be all brown, it can't be all black. It's gonna have to be something, but there you go. All right, just kind of try to stand back and get a good view. Got the rope and the anchor completely taped up, and that's how it looks. And there's the ring up there, anchor, and it's just it's starting to shape up. I still got to do the taping up down there, the water. I'll get that, and once that's taped up, it'll look pretty good. And then I got to go through and get the steering wheel done, and that's going to be the hardest part. And I do believe I got it correctly oriented where the steering wheel is in the back, because when I was taping up the rope, it just started to pattern out that way where I could see the rope was on top. And so anyways, there it is. I'm going to keep on moving on. Maybe I'll do a time lapse of the steering wheel when I get to that point. And here we are. We're going to go ahead and start taping up this water. I just got the very bottom there, what I could see. I'm going to go ahead to the top because that's the most complete, and get that done. This way I can get this middle section done and have the kind of marks there for that section, which is completely washed out. And we'll move on to that when we're all done. Alright, just taking a quick look at this up close, and there's the spokes going on. I got the rim going around, bring it all the way to the edge here. I got to do a little bit of figuring out right here. I got this spot put in up here and where it carries around. I just kind of need to finish the spokes here and then get with the little handle pieces right here and go all the way around. So anyways, there we are. We're getting this wrapped up, as in taped up, so I can template it. And stand back and get an overview real quick. I'll just show it when it's all finished up. Here we got the wheel and the spokes all done. I just got to do all the handles now, and which is right here. Get that done. But we're looking pretty good. I mean, now it all starts to make sense, what I was seeing, especially with it all laid out properly. So anyways, we're gonna get the handles on, and then we're going to move on. The template rubbing will be the next, and then I'll have that all bagged up. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and back tape these all up, because we've got to make a template of this before I do any metal work. This way the artwork doesn't get lost. I can actually replicate it once the template's made. It's not a big deal up here. It was a little bit more complicated with the, I call it the letter cabinet, or the storage cabinet on the base of the sign. This here is just straightforward hand painted letters, and you can see it's pretty, just blocked. Where it does get difficult is farther down here. We got a hyphen, and it's all in the bent area. I still need to do it before I start doing the metal work, because I could lose this line right here. And then we got the eye right here. So when we get down in here where it was more weathered, and on this side of the sign, this is the sign that was closest to the woods, farthest from the road. So I guess the vegetation was really up on here, because you can see the letters, but it's just really bad. Like the corner here of the H, and then down here it gets lost. So anyways, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and start taping this up. I'm not going to make too big of a deal about it. I'll just kind of periodically just do some clips of it. All right, I got all the borderline taping done on these, and here's what it kind of looks like. And that's the drive in. We got the hyphen. I'm glad we're getting this portion done here, because once this is templated, I can actually get into tacking these two pieces back together, do the rivets and all that. I'm trying to show this here, but I keep pushing the camera into the sign. But here's the theater, or theatre, and it's spelled old school style, or maybe I just not that smart at spelling, but there it is. Drive-in theater. Gets me excited. I'm starting to get even more visions of this thing finished up and done. Still got a lot of work to do, got a lot of metal work to do, and once that gets portion, this is the hardest portion of the sign right here. Once this is done, the rest of it's going to go quick. A lot quicker, I should say. And there it is. I've got this end piece of the drive-in sign all lit up. It's just backlit with some LEDs. I kind of just did this because we got my #1 reporter here. Kyle is the guy I interviewed on Custom Chronicles, or no, he interviewed me, excuse me. He interviewed me out on when I was pulling the sign down. He's doing a follow-up story and just kind of checking things out. So we're doing a little light show today. We're getting things lit up for him so he gets some good footage. Hopefully the people that watch the channel will enjoy what they see. Trying to keep some interest here. They did have good interest, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
so,
we did this story. What was it? Back in January of last year, I think.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, January of last year, 2023.
So it created some good interest.
Oh yeah. Well, because I think people just, especially the group that really found this interesting, are people that grew up here on the Eastern Shore. And I was actually I was in Berlin.
Okay, we're having a little bit of fun with neon. Again, not exactly what we call OSHA approved setup here. It's just temporary. Obviously, we're not going to do the wiring job that this has, but we're just kind of showing the durability of a neon tube here. And it's lit up. It's nice and bright. Now, it's got some blue right in there, and that blue is from the argon gas mixed with the mercury vapor. There's a couple drops of mercury in each one of these tubes, and we got it kind of just scarily hooked up there. And so anyways, we're going to get this off because it's kind of dangerous.